What's up, world? Welcome to The Positive Truth, uplifting and positive news for a more progressive society. Tim, what are we trying to bring?
Here at The Positive Truth, we're trying to bring awareness, empowerment, inspiration, optimism, and understanding the communities everywhere.
We have a wonderful interview today. You want to start off by introducing yourself, saying who you're representing?
Yes, my name is Greg Everidge. I'm an academic coordinator for the Gearup program that's ran through the University of Central Oklahoma. I also coach football and tennis at Western Heights High School. I drive Uber and Lyft on the side, so.
Nice.
You're busy.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Trying to get a little change in my pocket, yep.
I hear that.
So how'd you get into Gearup?
So back when I was in my undergrad at UCO, after my freshman year, my football coach told me about a job opportunity, and it was with Upward Bound, which is kind of like Gearup, and so I just saw.
How's the product up?
Oh yeah, man, I loved it, and that really just sparked my passion to work with the youth. You know, my mom, she's worked with youth my whole life, so I guess I've always been around, you know, daycare kids, you know, special needs kids that she worked with. But anyways, the Upward Bound deal kind of got me into Gearup. I did it 4 summers straight with the summer enrichment program. So I'm getting close to graduation, and then my boss tells me about this new grant. Says, well, you should apply. Just, you know, happened to line up right after I graduated. I got the job, and so transitioned straight from graduating UCO to working with Gearup. So it's been a blessing. Yeah.
I think we should we've already done an episode on Gearup, so you should probably still just, what is Gearup? What is Upward Bound? Just talk about it.
Okay. So, you know, Upward Bound, it's a part of TRIO, and it's, like I said, just like Gearup, where it's a college access program for students that are predominantly from low-income school districts, low-income areas. Gearup, same thing. It's an acronym standing for Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs. And we start with our students in the 7th grade, and we stay with that same cohort until they graduate high school, and then hopefully complete their first year of college. So it's a 6 to 7 year grant, I think 7 years, and we don't finish until the end of their first year of post-secondary education. So we understand that all kids don't want to go to college, nor maybe are they cut out for it. So we open their eyes to other avenues, you know, Francis Tuttle, Metro Tech, where they can get a trade. They can, if they're into culinary arts, auto mechanics. Francis Tuttle even has a lawn care program, you know, so you can learn how to become an entrepreneur and run your own lawn care business. When I heard about that, I was like, man, that's tight. So yeah.
You got something for everybody.
Yep. And kids that want to go to the military, kids that even just want to go straight to the workforce. It's like, man, you know, I'm gonna just go work for my dad's company, or my dad's got some connects. I just want to go work, you know, here or there. So I was like, all right, well, let's sit down and have a plan for it. You know, you still need to be doing good in school. You still need to stay focused, stay out of trouble. So we do a lot of mentoring and tutoring.
That's awesome.
As well. Yep.
Gearup does a lot of cool events. Can you talk about some of those?
Some of our events. So every month we at least have one Saturday Academy, is what we call it. So this could be a college visit. It can be a leadership camp. It can be a service learning project like we were talking about. Planning on doing the trash bag challenge that I actually saw before y'all did it, and then it was cool to link it. I seen it somewhere posted, it went viral, and then I saw y'all do it, and I was like, oh, that's dope, I gotta do it. Yeah, I saw JP and Tim do it, so yeah, I gotta hop on board, and I know the kids will love that. And on top of it, they get community service hours, you know, so we help them document that. We've been to the food bank for community service hours. We've been, I think it's 4 years in a row, we've been to the VA hospital. So we do Valentine's Day for veterans. So yeah, they decorate Valentine's Day cards, and then we feed the kids, and then we go to the VA hospital and they hand deliver. And so, yeah, I didn't know how much I was gonna get out of it until, man, one time this 30-year-old guy, he was in there, and he was like, y'all don't know how much this means to me. All my family's back home in California, I don't get any visitors, you know. And kind of started tearing up, kids are tearing up, you know, and it's just, they were able to put life in perspective, and some of their problems and issues they have in their little community, they're like, oh man, that ain't nothing compared to laying up in a hospital bed. So yeah, those events probably are some of the most impactful. So yeah, we do stuff like that. Taking students to our national conference this last year. We went to Washington, D.C. So, you know, a lot of these kids, they've never been out of their Oklahoma City communities. So Washington, D.C. National Conference. This summer, we're going to take 8 more to San Francisco to our national conference. Also, I forgot to add, we serve Western Heights High School, Millwood, Midwest City, and Dale City. So take 2 students from each school to San Francisco, where they're going to do some hands-on youth leadership summit training. So
It's pretty
That is
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Support Gearup.
Yeah.
So much going on there.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah.
Too much positive stuff to talk about. I don't even know where to like follow up. That's
Yeah.
a hell of a drive.
I know. I was about to
San
say.
Francisco though.
We're gonna fly out. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
even better.
And we do some more stuff. I don't know how much time y'all got. I don't want to take up the whole.
No,
So
you're good.
the last thing I'll say, the last 2 summers we've taken a college road trip. So 2 summers ago, our first college road trip, we took them to Dallas. They toured SMU, TCU, North Texas, University of Texas at Arlington, and a few other ones that I kind of forgot. And then so it's a week-long trip, 40 students, 10 parents get to go as well, and they get to know about the requirements to attend an out-of-state college. Also, while we were down there, we went to amusement park, went to the mall, did stuff in the downtime. That to have that non-academic bonding time. And to have a fun experience to tie it all into being educational. And then last summer we took them up to Kansas. They went to KU, K-State, Washburn, Pitt State, Wichita State, and then University of Missouri, Kansas City. Yeah, so we stayed in 3 different hotels.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they got to see, live lavish in 3 different hotels. We took them to an amusement park. They got to spend all day. I forgot what it was called, but Oceans of Fun or something like that. But yeah, so I mean, it's cool. Like I said, these kids, wouldn't have had these opportunities without Gearup.
Support Gearup.
Yes. So and oh yeah,
Link in the description. All
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, we'll put the Facebook page, UCO Gearup, all caps. I guess we'll put that in there.
I got
on the Facebook. Cool.
Professional.
Yeah, cool. Yep.
So you want to talk about your coaching?
Yeah, please. I want to hear this.
Yeah. So man, that's another blessing. Like I'm able to coach at the high school that I'm assigned to, which is Western Heights, and been coaching football for 3 years. Tennis. This will be my 2nd year. And it's cool to coach my Gearup students as well, but also being able to help reach out to those other students, because of course Gearup only directly benefits the class of 2020. So with coaching, I'm able to mentor, the 9th, 10th, and 12th graders that don't get those Gearup resources. So it's a chance to even kind of school them up on what Gearup does and start talking to them about, what you got a plan? It's going to be here like that. So coaching was a great avenue to reach out to those, other students as well. And Western Heights, we play and meet up with U.S. Grant a few times. Yeah, a little rivalry going in football. I know, like Western Heights, Grant, and Capitol Hill, kind of like battle of the South Sides a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the coaching deal. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I definitely know coaching. You spend a lot of times with these athletes, and with myself, I know I spend more time with my athletes than their parents, than their teachers. If we have a track meet, that's 8 hours straight with these kids. Talking about the 2 hours we spend a week just practicing every single day. So that one-on-one time you get with them, you definitely have a lot of time to inspire them and help get them on track. So I definitely know you're on the right track there, trying to get with these kids that aren't involved with Gearup.
It's almost like teaching and education is important, and we should fund it. Support that too.
Yeah, for sure. As we're getting cut funding at the U.S. Department of Education level.
Struggle's real.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Yeah.
So you want to talk about your student doing the fundraiser?
Yeah, so one of my football players, also a Gearup student, known him since he was in the 7th grade and they're juniors now. He got invited to the Down Under Bowl, which is in Brisbane, Australia. They call it the Gold Coast. So he brought the letter to me, and was like, I don't know if this is real or not. So I was like, what? Let's look into it. So it's legit, you just got to raise money. And some of our kids have gotten that letter before, but they see the money you got to raise. They see the work you got to put into it, and nobody's helped taking lead on it. Most adults need to step in. A kid's not going to just lead their own fundraiser most times. So I was like, man, let's do it, dude. So set up the fundraiser. We got to raise him $5,000 by May 15th. We've raised $3,000 so far, so more than halfway there. Yeah, a little over a month and a half to go. We're gonna do it for sure. Just need that $2,000 more. So yeah, anything helps. And so I was telling the teachers. So one teacher gave me a $1 bill. I was like, hey, anything help? Yeah, he's like, I'm not good with this type of stuff. I'm like, you're not good with giving back. Hey, I'm not judging. I was like, I'll take $1. Wrote him a receipt. for that dollar. So yeah, anything helps. We accept any donations.
So this Down Under games, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in high school, I got invited to go to run, right? Because they have all these type of events, and I went to the next meeting to see how you could fundraise and stuff. And when I saw how much it was, I took that step back. But I did, take the DVDs and stuff that they gave us to show what was gonna go on down there. And it's an amazing experience, man. It's like you go against, line out for the cross country race anyways. You go against the United States one day, and then you got another day where you go against Australia and New Zealand. I mean, it's such a good experience, and on top of that, you get to see a new place out of your country. Some of these kids are probably getting a passport for the first time.
Yep.
So like the fact that you guys have already raised $3,000, you're $2,000 away. I hope this gets shared enough where people are donating. I'm sure we're gonna have some kind of link where you guys can donate. So please do. I know I'm going to, because I know if I have a kid that has the opportunity to go and they're down to fundraise, I'll be here right with you, talking about it, trying to get you guys to help out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
And like you said, apart from the athletic competition of it, the cultural experience. Yeah,
competing against kids from Australia. I think in the football game they compete against kids from New Zealand as well. And they get to kind of interact, chop it up with those kids and spend 7 or 8 days, learning about a new culture.
Exactly.
So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for them. So
for sure, man. You guys are gonna get there. I know. I believe in it for sure.
Hopefully we can help out. So if you want to, again, link in the description if you want to donate. We have anything else you want to talk about, sir? Hype up any projects you're doing in the community?
Let's see, any projects we're doing. Other than those, our yearly community service learning. I don't know if I talked about it on camera, if I was just talking about that with y'all, but annually we do go volunteer at the regional food bank, and also do Valentine's Day for veterans, where we have the students make Valentine's Day cards, handwritten, handmade, colored and everything, chicken scratch, whatever it is, and they deliver it to these veterans at the Veterans Hospital. And that's such a transformational, transformative, as you would say, experience for them. So yeah, and like I said, y'all inspired me, plus to connecting where I saw that first trash bag challenge, because of course.
Tim's idea.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I saw it, I loved it, and I challenged JP on our on podcast with just the good news part, and man, one thing led to another. We were like, all right, let's do it. I asked my athletes if they wanted to come, put it on Facebook, and all of a sudden we had 21 of us all together that picked up trash in the park. And we had some guy actually that was driving by, saw what was going on. He was like, hey, you guys want some gloves, man? We already had gloves, but I got the cheap ones, the plastic ones you can see through. And this guy was like, man, I got these rubber ones here. You guys go ahead and take them. A box full. It was 100 pairs of gloves. So
he was like, good luck?
Yeah, he said good luck and drove off, but it was cool though.
And it was just a random guy.
Yeah, just a random guy.
That's crazy, just that small power of something positive. The guy's like, oh man, that's what's up. Hey, I got some gloves, So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that, with our students, and that can be another annual community service project that we do with our students, because we always like to look for annual stuff. Like we take them to the UCO homecoming football game every year, so they can experience the parade, the festivities, the non-academic side of college. So it's not all just ACT. You gotta get your ACT score. You gotta have your GPA.
Gotta go to class.
They get to
gotta pick a major.
Right. Yeah.
Gotta do your 3 hours of study a day.
Right. It's like, where's the fun part? So yeah, it's a great experience for them to kind of see that part, the atmosphere, the environment of a college culture. And that's what Gearup's all about, promoting a college-going culture. And like I said, even if it isn't college, preparing them for life after high school. That's what I always tell people. They're like, oh, what's Gearup? I first tell them the college and preparation for post-secondary education part, but also just preparing them for life. We do these family meetings called Family Leadership Institute, trying to get parent involvement, which is tough. And I understand there's certain factors that come into play where parents don't show up. But talk about social, emotional learning, communication strategies, coping strategies, ways to approach certain situations, emotional intelligence, how to control the emotion almost before you feel it, or you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our students, it's a lot of emotions, and it leads to just a quick reaction versus processing. Man, I'm kind of getting pissed off. Versus they kind of just lash out once that emotion hits. So yeah, Gearup, man. At first, I didn't know how deep it was gonna go, but it goes deep. And yeah, support. Like you said, UCO Gearup on the Facebook page, and you can check us out. And all the the stuff we're doing in the event, and all of this kind of events we're doing in the community. Took a large group of students to the UCO's Black Male Summit, which is amazing. We finally got some students.
Stevie, Dr. View.
Nice.
Check out that interview too.
Yes, yeah, man, that's cool stuff, man. About to get his doctorate.
Yep.
Man, and he's doing his dissertation, or like the space program is a part of his dissertation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff, man. And that, just being there, that was my first time being at the UCO Black Male Summit. It was cool because we tried to get some students to go past 2 years, but we kind of were late. So this was the first time we got some students to experience, and man, the sessions were pretty good too. You know, they shut the door and they were real, you know, in the session.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome. Well, I definitely want to say before you get out of here, when we started this podcast and we're looking for interviews, man, you were the exact type of person we wanted to interview. People that are doing things in the community to give back that aren't getting that shine. And I mean, everything that you do, from gear up to coaching to promoting this kid that's trying to go to the Down Under games, it's amazing, man. It's beautiful. So keep doing you, for sure, man. It's definitely an inspiration to myself. It makes me want to go back. You know, I'm like, all right, guys, we got to
hit us
more.
up for the trash tag. We'll do it again.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, for
I know
sure.
my kids, they were like, hey, coach, I know this sounds weird, but that was kind of relaxing. Can we do it again next month? Absolutely, man. We'll figure something out. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's cool,
maybe
man.
we can
Yeah.
link up and get, 40-something kids there maybe instead of just 20 and
Right.
keep doubling up.
Making a monthly deal instead of an annual deal. Like I
Exactly.
mentioned. Yeah.
That'd be dope, man. That'd be real dope.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all bringing me on. Like I said, I've been watching y'all shows and whatnot, and I'm like, man, that's I'm behind that, 1,000%, because that's what I'm all about, working with these kids. They come from areas that there's not a lot of optimism,
Right.
and this is a news source that's all about optimism and positive stories. So I was like, man, let me hit JP up. I had Spanish class with him. Man.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama?
Man, I struggled in that class. Yeah, one of my 2 classes in college, really ever, that I failed. So, but yeah, met JP there. I was like, man, JP, now come on, talk about Gearup. I know Jasmine already did, but I know I could give a different perspective.
Absolutely.
Everybody gives their own different perspective, and I don't know how deep she dove into it, but yeah, I can get to talking. So we'll probably be here,
Oh, you're good,
all
man.
night.
We didn't warn you. I should have warned you earlier about. We have a quote before you leave. Your favorite quote. I didn't warn you.
I feel like you got a few quotes already built up and ready to say.
Gotta
That
feel
is my
bad.
favorite
Yeah.
question, though. Absolutely.
No, like I said, I've been watching y'all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
seen
cool.
the-
Put some
I
respect
seen
on it,
the
JP.
My bad. My bad.
Now, I wasn't totally prepared, but as I was watching y'all was telling y'all's quotes, because I was thinking about coming on.
He
I thought
was
about
telling the
it.
quotes. Don't,
Yeah.
That's not me, man. I don't do quotes.
You do them every
So,
now and then.
you
You get them
Yeah,
every
you
now and
share
then.
one too, though. At
Yeah.
the end, don't you?
Every now and then.
Oh, he's the only one to share?
Yeah, this
I
is
thought you
definitely a
should-
Tim thing.
Oh, I thought y'all both shared.
No, this is
He
definitely a
does
Tim
every now and
thing.
then. Don't let him play you. He does.
Yeah. Once every few months.
There we go.
Does not count.
If I can remember it off the top of my head, that'd be cool. But is that where we're at? We're about to share them?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
whatever quote you got.
Whatever quote you got. It's on
Y'all
you.
have yours first. Go ahead.
No quote today. It's all you.
Oh, it's all
No quote today.
That's why I said I should have warned you. My bad.
No, you're good.
I know this one. I gotta think about it. I do got a lot of quotes that I like. I put them up on my calendar so the kids
Okay,
can
while
get
you're
them.
thinking, I will say after Jasmine came on the first time, Jasmine invited us to volunteer. So this was last November, and we talked about problems like social media, how it can this isn't real life with the kids.
Mhm.
Talked about things you're gonna go through college at Gear Up event. I think it's awesome. It was great. I got a name tag. I love name tags. And got a t-shirt. It was awesome. It was a great kids experience. I loved helping y'all out. So Gear Up for sure.
Yeah, like you said, we look for mentors to come in and volunteer. If it's one of our Saturday academies, we're doing a leadership camp, or like you said, there's a topic that you want to present to these kids: social media awareness, bullying, emotional intelligence, something along those lines. Anything to help prepare them for life after high school. Yeah, come on out. What event? Yeah, she told me about that. I forgot.
Man, we mainly talked about social media,
Mhm.
and so I was just telling the kids this isn't real life. People only post the best of themselves.
Right.
Don't compare yourself to the best of others that they're showing, because it's not really the truth.
Yep. You can start getting down on seeing the good thing, comparing.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing you need to do is compare your situation
to someone else's. Oh, they're vacationing all the time, or oh, look at this happy family and kids. I don't have that. It's you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. They
Right.
could be struggling in other ways.
Facts.
Yeah.
You gotta be grateful for the stuff you have, and you're still working towards something. It's like life isn't a race; we're all on the same path. We have
Exactly.
different starting lines,
Yep.
and we have different goals. So
Yep.
don't compare yourself to the best of social media.
Yep, exactly. I like that analogy. You know, I've heard that before, like about it not being a race. Yeah, it's a journey. It's all about the process, like a marathon. You know,
Huh.
you got to pace yourself. Yep, he knows all about it. He's running around here.
I like it.
So I know that kind of distracted you from the quote.
Okay, it gave me time to think about it. So it's a Martin Luther King quote. It says, he stated, "You can't fly, run. You can't run, walk. You can't walk, crawl. But by all means, whatever you do, you just got to keep moving."
Nice.
So I like, I tell my students that a lot too, man. I love a lot of, Martin Luther King's speeches and, of course, what he did for the world,
Absolutely.
when inspiring people, the movement that was going on in the 50s and 60s. But yeah, that quote resonates with me because I tell my students, because when they're having bad days, it's like, certain days you're going to be crawling, certain days you're going to be flying, breezing through, like, oh man, having a good day, happy, socializing with everybody, behaving well in class. But then there's other days where you're barely dragging, you're crawling.
Don't got enough sleep. Everything's
Man,
going the wrong way.
Right. Issues at home that you're bringing to school, but just keep crawling, you're not going to crawl every day. Some days you're going to be able to run, to jog, but you just got to keep pushing, got to keep moving forward. So, yep, that's one of my many, though. Favorite quotes. Martin Luther King.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, sir.
Appreciate y'all having me.
See more Greg whenever he hits us up for this trash bag challenge. Trash tag, trash bag, I don't know.
We're going to keep challenging it. It's all good.
Don't do it. Yep.
Until then, we're out. Stay positive. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Martin Luther King quotes, baby.
Yeah.
See, I told you got quotes, man.
Yeah,
I got time.
But